We've only been talking about me. What are you busy with recently? As for me, Mr. Yang asked me to do the project planning for our hotel and even gave me lots of past information about the studio, original art, design archives, production manuscript, even a whole set of our hotel series figurines. He moved everything that he thought might be useful for the planning to my workstation. At first, I wanted to research about it seriously and began to look for inspirations for the new game from those resources. But as a die-hard fan of the series, I can't fully immerse into the perspective of the creator. Most of the time, I'm busy admiring and would forget about my work. So that's why you're working overtime. I guess so, but I'm very confident about my future product. When the game goes on sale, its continuation would already be in the works. Then we'll hold an announcement event for it to double the hype. Sila, do you think we should add some Easter eggs about the past productions in the continuation? That way, we can attract players of previous games and get more funds to continue developing. When a speaker and listener synchronize, a normal conversation can extend endlessly. And to put a stop to it, sometimes you might need some external intervention. Are the two of you done yet? Don't you need to sleep? Through Sila's lips, the other Sila expressed her emotions she had suppressed for a long time. After her exclamation, the two of them fell into silence. Well, Branya, it's very late now. I still have other things to do tomorrow, so let's stop here for today, shall we? Yeah, I tend to talk too much when it's about games. You still have your mission to do tomorrow. Rest early. Then I'll be hanging up. Alright, good night, Sila. Good night, Branya. After hanging up, the girl laid back on the bed and closed her eyes. She inhaled a deep breath and slowly exhaled, resting for a while in that position. When she had recovered to a more stable state, she carefully called out to her other self in her heart. Sila, are you there? I'm sorry, I didn't talk to you much today. Sila, are you sleepy? If so, I won't disturb you anymore. Just don't assume that you're disturbing me. If you have the energy to chat, of course I can keep you company. But don't blame me if Susanna and Sora-chan see you snoozing in bed tomorrow. Haha, I'm sure you'll wake me up. Who knows? What if I want them to hear you sleep talking? For example, I want to go to the beach again with Branya. I still want to eat 6 big parfaits. I never said anything like that. I've heard them all. If you weren't sleeping, I would have recorded it with a voice recorder. Wait, right, you're already asleep, so why did I not do so before? But if I really do talk in my sleep, does that mean you're actually watching me in my sleep? I did not. You just kept talking and I happened to hear a few lines. Just like today, when I was chatting with Branya? That's right. You guys were talking away when you should be sleeping, so loudly too. If this goes on, my mind can't handle it. Sorry, I'll watch when I talk to others from now on. I won't disturb your rest. But sleep talking is out of my control. After this case, I'll go for a check at a hospital. Maybe the doctor can prescribe me some medicine. Wait. What are you talking about? What happened to that great detective Sila during the day? Or maybe you didn't realize that I was teasing you. You don't talk in your sleep much, just once or twice a month. You don't disturb me when you talk to those two dummies and Bronya either. I just thought you'd be tired, so you should rest early. That's why I said it all. Really, why are you so dense at times like this? Ah, I see. If you can hear me talk in my sleep, even though it's just once or twice a month, doesn't that mean that every day you are... What's the point of talking about this? Skip it. Talk about something else, then hurry up and go to sleep. Haha, alright. You've really done a lot today. Yeah, I didn't notice it during the day, but now that I think about it, I think that I'm pretty amazing. Yeah, you've grown a lot since that time in New Atra. After this mission, or maybe after you train under Mei for a period of time, I believe you'll fulfill your wish of becoming someone independent. Sila, don't get all emotional now. I'm not saying this just to encourage you. What was it again? This is an absolute conclusion deduced from careful observation. Regardless, you just have to keep up the momentum and push forward. And I'll also always be watching over you. Just watching isn't enough. I still need your help and suggestions. After all, the independent me that I wish to become is you, Sila. What are you talking about? You said, I want to be independent like you, Bronya. I want to be independent like Bronya, and I want myself to be independent, aren't mutually exclusive. What a stretch. Haha, it's not. I can only protect us if I become independent. Then I don't have to worry about you disappearing abruptly, and we can face strong, fearsome opponents like hair together. Ah, yeah. Anyway, enough about that weird woman. Just talking about her makes me angry. If she dares to appear again, we'll beat her up. Whether we beat her or not, we need to show her our true power. Alright, just as you say, we'll show her our power. Okay, enough of the silliness. Hurry up and go to sleep. Oh, alright. This child. Should I say she grew or not at all? But if that day really comes, never mind. We've been together for so many years after all. It's normal to feel sad, right? The next morning, Sila was awoken by the notification from her communicator. She quickly woke Susanna, who was in the room next door. Good morning, Sila, Susanna. The time in Nakazora now is... I'm sorry for waking you guys up so early. But in return, we brought undoubtedly great news. It's fine. Lack of sleep won't trouble a true Valkyrie. Did you learn anything about Incognito? That's right, and Sila's guess was proven correct. Could it be? Sila, you weren't mistaken about the voice. It belongs to the ex-cadet of World Serpent, Great Serpent, or rather, one of his remaining bodies. We've analyzed the resources that Susanna obtained in Nagazora, especially the products that Incognito attempted to take from pharmaceutical companies. Bionic, prosthetic, electronic eyes, artificial organs. The models of these products matched those recorded for Great Serpent's body parts. In other words, medical machines are products that Incognito is looting in Nagazora. Precisely that's what's needed to create a new Great Serpent. This can be a coincidence. But if Great Serpent is already a member, why are they making all this effort to create another one? Maybe his original body has been damaged and he needs some spare parts. But that wouldn't require them to collect every part needed for his body, right? If he already been utterly broken down, then he wouldn't be able to join all those raids. Indeed, that makes sense. According to May and the others' previous report, Great Serpent Network already self-destructed, but precisely because of that, the supposition that the fellow collecting material for a body one that's much more convincing. I said that medical and bionic products looted match those of Great Serpent's body, and that's only one common purpose. Aside from that, they also have another purpose that stays of the arts bionic product, simulation. That's right, to use artificial body parts and organs to simulate the body's natural organ as much as possible. They can understand Mopad. For example, the simplest form of a prosthetic lab is to connect a carbon fiber tube to a metal dome to replace a leg. Although they can recover a certain degree of limb movement, a carbon fiber tube is nothing like a human shin. It's not just about the appearance. This kind of prosthetic cannot provide tactile sensation because there's no signal connection to the neural system. So even if it breaks, the person wouldn't feel pain. This saves a lot of trouble and lowers the resources needed to make the prosthetic. However, in recent years, more and more of the disabled wish to have prosthetics that are similar to their original body. I want real skin. I want to feel real pain and warmth. I want blood to flow within. I want to look like a human. That's simulation. Yes, simply put, it's not only about the function, the prosthetic's appearance and sensation has to seem like a real limb or organ. Incognito's Great Serpent is looking for a prosthetic like this. Almost all the products they've looted are like this. Among the rated medical companies, there's one named Neopolis Pharmaceutical, right? I'm sure you can guess from its name, it has contemptible relations with the infamous Heliopolis Life Sciences. But before the Great Eruption, this company was one of the biggest researchers and manufacturers of bionic prosthetic, which is to say, maybe the Great Serpent in Incognito wants to look like a human, and will rig facilities like Neopolis Pharmaceuticals again. Highly possible. After making a checklist of all the parts he needs, we realize that he's still missing two parts. These parts can only be made by Neopolis Pharmaceutical. But it's a big company with tight security. Before the Incognito fiasco ends, it probably won't announce another valuable product. Storing those products in its headquarters core area is probably the safest method. In that case, Incognito's next raid is likely to be Neopolis Pharmaceuticals' headquarters. That's right, so we need to get there preemptively and wait for the Great Serpent to come to us. Roger that. Celia and I will head to Neopolis Pharmaceuticals headquarters now. If we explain our intentions to the people in charge, they'll probably agree to let us in for an ambush, right? Don't have high hopes. Companies like that lurk in gray areas of law. They don't like outsiders in their territory, even if we're to help them. In that case, we can sneak in or use assertive methods. Yeah, don't let our effort go to waste. We stayed up all night for this. The red-haired professor pointed to herself with her thumb before hanging up. Let's go, Susanna, to Neopolis Pharmaceutical. Yeah, this time we won't let Incognito get away. Neopolis Pharmaceutical's headquarters. Wow, there's so many mechas walking around. The security sure is tight here. Are these really Neopolis Pharmaceutical security guards? Uh-huh. Looking closely, they seem to be the same type of model as the mechas that Incognito uses. Could it be? Let's hurry inside and see. It's strange indeed. Along the way here, we haven't seen anyone, just those weaponized mechas. And those mechas, its model, type, and equipment obviously belong to Incognito. It's very likely that Incognito has already taken over this place. We came too late? Oh no, maybe the Great Serpent already got the bionic parts he wanted and escaped. Let's not get hasty. I think that he hasn't gotten them yet. Otherwise, he wouldn't have left all these mechas behind to surround Neopolis Pharmaceutical. He should be somewhere in this building. Let's hurry and see if there are any marks he left leading to the warehouse or research labs. Alright. Sela, look, it says this elevator leads to the underground research center. Looks like someone insists on keeping us out of there. It's too obvious to be true. Hurry up and get rid of these new ones and catch up with Great Serpent. The white elevator descended steadily and finally came to a slow stop. The elevator door opened silently, revealing the scene before their eyes. This is New Palace Pharmaceuticals' underground lab. Ah, those organs in the refining cabin are really just artificial, right? Wait, Susanna, I feel like someone else is here. Sila was right. The person she felt had no intentions of hiding himself. Who's there? Put your hand in the air. This is your only warning. Calm down, Susanna. As we expected, it's the Great Serpent. They could not see the expression on the masked man. He did not speak, but merely tilted his head as he observed the two girls with slight interest. A seemingly effective red light flashed through his pathetic eye. Sila, why isn't he speaking? Perhaps he's waiting for us to question him. And then he will. Hey, Great Serpent thing over there. We're the Jigsaw Special Search Team sent to Nakazora. You're the mastermind behind Incognito, wreaking havoc throughout the city, aren't you? You can't deny. We've already caught you red-handed. Stop resisting and follow us. Hey, Sila. He's not reacting at all. Maybe he's just a specially programmed android as well. Then shall we try to get a look closer? Yeah, but be very careful. Before she could finish, the Great Serpent shook his body and made a strange clicking sound. Before the two girls' bewildered eyes, the Great Serpent's head fell out and landed on his hand in front of his waist. As expected, you can only get this kind of reaction when performing a robot dance with a mechanical body. Ah, your head! Before they realized, the Great Serpent's head was reattached normally on his shoulders. It was done so quickly, as if that chilling scene had never happened at all. You're right, now that I think about it, you're an artificial body. There's nothing strange about being able to remove your head. And you're finally willing to speak? My apologies. I did not mean disrespect or disdain with my silence just now. Part of the performance, in layman's terms, is creating the atmosphere. As long as I don't speak, I will seem more and more mysterious to the both of you. When you finally succumb to the allure of your curiosity, you unconsciously come closer. Then it'll be the perfect opportunity to perform my trick just now. How was it? Did it give you a scare? Sila, this fellow seems to be really a weird one. Weird? Me? No, I'm your average Joe, the most average a person can be.